Hey, it's another morning here, Monday morning, 5:40, I think. Yeah, I'm about to head out to the site. They're delivering sand to us. They said by 6 a.m. So I'm gonna go collect the sand, and then go from there. Yeah, so I'm taking a short walk from the junction to the house. I can show you. I can see the house from here. That's the high roof you can see. The high roof you can see right there. In the back, that's us. Yeah, so it's not a long walk from the junction. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna walk the back way. I was supposed to get here. The same people are supposed to get here at 6. I had my brother-in-law drop me off at the junction, so I could take this walk this way. And I think I'm early because the guys are not here yet. So it's just it's not too far of a walk from the main junction over there. You know, my street is the next one over, but I'm going a different route. I'm going the back way. So this is, once this place is done up, it's going to be a nice community. Some nice houses are here already. Some of these things that people do, you can tell that the stairs here that lead to the store, they're not supposed to be there because that's in the road. Right? That's in the road. Anyway, the last time I came, this house with the bamboo, when the house was not there. This house has been there. The lady that used to live here actually passed around the same time my mom passed. She was buried a week after my mom was buried. That poster is what is on the gate that is peeled off. I remember the house very well. And our roof is what you see picking up there. So there is no road that goes this way. So I have to go. Good morning. Yeah, as you can see on the ground, look, this is all rock. So that's the terrain, our land is on. Super, super, super rocky, which is good. It's tough foundation getting, but it ends up being good. So yeah, that's the walk from here to my place, and that's the house over there, my neighborhood. So there are multiple ways I can get here to the property. Once the road gets done, it'll be easier to access it. But here we are. The land over here used to be available. I don't think it is anymore. They were trying to get me to build it, to buy it. It's 2 plots back to back. So there's a street behind. So one plot gets access from the back street behind, and then one gets from over here. And that's the street that I was saying is really my street. So I could have gone past and turned right, but I wanted to go this route instead. So here we are. Yeah, the mission this morning is to come and take delivery of sand, and then once that is done, I have to get blocks as well, and get the the masonry work going. Now, from that point on, I won't be here for too long because I have to work. I normally start working from like 12 o'clock. So I have to leave here, get to the house. It's not far, it's like 4 miles. So I get back to the house, shower, you know, and get ready for my day. So we're here. Yeah, Andy had to go somewhere this morning. So for now, I'm here by myself. It's good to be here alone, like the peace and quiet. So the mission, part of the mission is this block, this wall right here. All right, that's the garage, the end of the garage wall. We're gonna take a block work from here and go all the way to meet that over there, that post over there. The idea is to create the level for the, as part of the landscaping, create a level for the driveway. So my hope is that by the time we finish doing what we're doing on this trip, from this side of the house, right, from like this side, like where that tank is, all the way, like the main house, what defines the main house. By the time I leave, we should have the structure put in, and hopefully, the landscape pretty defined by then. What is left over here, I've said in the previous video, this is going to be like the outdoor area, the pool and, the pergola and whatnot, sitting area, sunken pit. All of that will be here. So I have, a good size of land to use for that. We can put like the sitting area over on this side because there's all this space here that will need to be utilized. Some of these rocks I'll try to leave in place because they came from the soil. It's decorated nicely. It can become like a sitting area by itself, right? So that's the idea. So here we are, another day on site, early Monday morning. The time is 7:22 GMT. If I was back home in Dallas, I was still probably sleeping. It's like 1:22 now. But here we are, different time zone. We gotta work. So we'll be back at it. Yeah. Once the sand comes to tip, I will get more content. I'll bring that back to you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. All right, I'm back again. So I'm perched at atop the security post. This is my view. Yeah, so I'm perched atop the security post. The sand guys were supposed to get here at 6. It's 6:35 now, and they said they got a flat tire. So I'm waiting on them. I got here, a few minutes after 6, thinking that they might have already come, but they said they got a flat. So I'm gonna wait for them to show up, and then we'll get the day started. It's never ending. It's like nothing is on time here. I get it. They said I got a flat, but nothing really is on time here. It's really ridiculous. And even the flat, I don't know how long it'll take to fix it. 6:36. We'll see when they get here. They claim they where they are stopped at it's about less than 3 miles from here. But we wait. Alrighty. I'll be back later. So I was curious about the flight path thing that I said. So I decided to check the Delta app. And as you can see, today's flight coming out of New York to Accra is delayed. I don't know if you can see it well, but it says it's delayed 42 minutes. It's 6:58 right now. So it's supposed to be getting here around 7:30-ish. Around 7:30, I'll see if I can capture it flying past the house, because I think this is the flight path. I saw it once, and I believe they don't change their flight paths that often unless there's something. So I'll see if this is really the flight path. I'll take a video later, like half hour. All right, bye. Like I said, here comes the Delta flight. We're on the flight path. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I don't think I got it. All right, so it's 7:32. I just talked to the guys who are delivering the sand. They were supposed to get at 6. It's an hour and a half later, and they're not here. They said they had a flat, like I reported earlier, and they claimed they're done and they're on their way. Where they told me they had a flat, if I know exactly where they were saying. It's about 3 miles from here. That's roughly 3 miles, 3.5. So hopefully they'll get here within the next 20 minutes tops. So I'm waiting. They should get here before 8 o'clock for sure. If they don't, I'll be upset. The problem with that is it eats into my day, because that gives me only 3 hours to be able to do whatever else, instead of the 5 hours that I could have. So that's what is annoying, but what can I do? Being here, I want to be part of every part of the process as best as I can. Try to get my own materials, so I can, get prices to share, in the local market with you guys. For things like, staple things, I don't mind sharing prices on those. How much you bought block and stuff like that, how much a bag of cement costs. I don't mind sharing those. So, but even that, the price is not going to be the same everywhere. Different locations sell different, same stuff at different prices. I was trying to say, same material, same product, different locations will sell it at different prices. Right? Even in the same community, a different store might sell the same item for a different price for whatever reason. Right? There's no price regulation, so it's difficult to keep up with. Oh, this person said this person said that. And I always, warn, I like, not a warning, but almost like a word of caution, a soft warning. Is don't take anything you see, off of someone's YouTube channel as verbatim. Do your own research. Um, if you think you can trust the people, then go ahead. A lot of us have built some reputation that hopefully we continue to maintain. But in anything that you're doing in the building process, you should try your best to do your own research. That's for sure. Please do your own research. Trust but verify. Okay. Um, if someone has already, invented the wheel and you can trust them, yeah, then you go with it. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. And I say this for, mainly because of BCS. We've built a system that works. For the most part, everything we've done has gone smoothly. At least everything we've done within our wheelhouse has gone smoothly. Doors, steel doors, wooden doors, garage doors, windows, aluminum windows, tiles. We've had, good experiences with people. We have good factories that are helping us, bring stuff to you. So at least those you can trust that you can come through us for. Everything else, do your research. I'm not saying don't do your research when it comes to us. Do it. But I feel like we've established something that works. there's no need to go find a new Sarah in China when we already have one. Okay, um, there's no need to do all the the searching if we already have a factory that will help us do quality stuff for you. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that was just a veering from the pricing talk, but the idea is I will come to you guys from here as best as I can, early in the morning every day, because from like 12 o'clock on, 12 Ghana time, I have to be at my computer working. Most of my meetings are around that 1 p.m. Ghana time onwards, so I have to be ready for that. The fact that this sand thing delays steals at least 1 hour of my time that I'm not happy about. But what can I do? I can't get it back, so I just have to move forward. All right. So yeah, I'll be back to you. I'll try and clip these things as short as I can, so I can piece them together later on. I hear the comments about people wanting me to be speaking the local dialect. I try to when I come to Ghana, I try to communicate with people as locally as I can. Sometimes I mix it in with English because it comes naturally to me. It's what I speak the most lately. Even in Ghana, that was English was the language that I spoke the most. Right. I learned Ga first. Right. My first language that I learned was Ga, and with that tree. And then I learned Fanti when we moved to Takoradi. I was born there. I was born in Takoradi, but then my dad got transferred to Accra, so I really grew up in Accra. My formative years when I started learning how to speak, and then I went back. My dad got transferred back to Takoradi. I think I was 7, either 6 or 7, one of them. But I'd already learned Ga in Tree at that time. So when I went to Takoradi, I was speaking Tree to most people. We had some neighbors that spoke Ga, and I used to speak Ga with them. That is how I managed to maintain my Ga. And then when I went to secondary school, my mates who lived in Accra or who were from Accra, I spoke Ga with. So I kept the Ga. I learned Fanti. Like I was saying, when I was in Takoradi, I learned it because everyone around me was speaking Fanti. Even though the Takoradi area is really an Ahanta area, I don't know how to speak the language. I don't speak Ahanta. There were a lot of Nzimas. I don't speak Nzima either, because most of the Akan areas, they normally speak Tree or Fanti. So that becomes like the norm that everyone goes to. So unless you are put in a place where you are forced to have to speak some other dialect, you won't. So yeah, but anyway, I hear you guys who say you want to hear me speak it more, or you want to hear what I talk about more. I'll do my best to regulate the music, but also just being candid. There are some things I don't need you to hear, so those will not get put in. Either I put music over it or I cut it out. If it would disturb the scene, I'll leave it in there and I'll put music over it. Not everything is for YouTube, really. I'm trying to live my life and share some of it with you, but some things are not for YouTube. Some conversations might be family conversations that are not meant for YouTube, right? I might have my camera on and someone is saying something. Because I don't want to end the video, I'll put music over the conversation, right? If I have to end the video, I do. But sometimes it's just a quick quib that comes up, so I just let it roll. So bear with me. I'm not trying to starve any of you from hearing the local. When it's necessary, you hear it. Okay, trust me. All right. Thanks for watching. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please go subscribe to the Ghanaba Kwaku YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're watching this video on this channel and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. As a lot of YouTubers say, it's free. Okay? It won't cost you a dime. Just hit the button. All right. If you like our content, we share, toggle all post notifications. So when I bring new content, you'll be one of the first to hear about us. Our company BCS's channel is there. Please support that as well. It's at Build Connect Solutions Limited. At Build Connect Solutions Limited. Limited is spelled out. It's not LTD. It's at Build Connections. At Build Connect Solutions Limited. Right? All spelled out. So at Build Connect Solutions Limited. I'll put it on the screen as well. Subscribe to that channel as well. Help us grow. Okay? I appreciate you. All right, it's 10 after 8. I just got off the phone with the truck driver. They're on their way. I think it's on the last stretch. So probably another 10 minutes from 6 o'clock to almost 8:30. Once again, not a whole lot I can do. Life happens sometimes, and there's no need fretting over things that, if the milk is spilled, nothing you do will put it back in the bottle. All right. The best thing is to make sure you don't spill it again. But that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out a way to make my team work well. Make sure that we are very good with our time. But when you're dealing with externals, some of these things will happen. Right. Sometimes the people who work for us hide some of these things from us. So we got to give them credit too. They save us from some of these headaches, which is really a good thing, right? I could have stayed at home, but I want to be part of this, right? I could have stayed at home and let the workers deal with it, and whatever time the sun comes, it comes. But I have a limited time here, and I want to be part of the process. So that means that, I need to sacrifice sleep sometimes to make sure that I get what I want done. And that's the mission we're on. If you want something good, you got to be on them. That's for sure. Just turn your back to them. Even though you're standing next to them, all you do is turn your head. Things go wrong. So that's the problem. I think they've gotten away with, doing subpar and it being accepted so much that, like that fanasa mentality, right? Like, accepted as is. Some of us know what we want, and we work hard for it. So for me to settle for something that is subpar, I'm not willing to do. But I'm also making these efforts, right? When I called a meeting, I got here. Only one guy beat me to the place. He got here earlier. He was 30 minutes early. I got here right after him. The idea is to show them that I'm not asking them for things that I wouldn't do, right? I'm not bossing them around. I'm part of the team, right? I might be the one, essentially the team owner, or the team owner, but I'm also part of the team, right? If it goes bad, it goes bad for me as well. If it goes good, I get to benefit as well. I'm not gonna stay out, in a plush, air-conditioned space somewhere and be bossing them around while they sweat. I'm on the ground with them, because I want them to know that I'm willing to go through the heat with them. And when the time comes for me to ask for correction, they should accept it. Because when I'm paying for the money, I don't argue with them, right? So, yep, one day at a time. I think I see the truck. It's a yellow truck. I think I see it. It should be branching, coming our way here, probably in the next 5 minutes. But I saw it. He told me he was driving a yellow truck. It just went past. And it should be branching soon. My phone is probably going to ring here in a second. Did you go past? Is that him? Boss, what put me on now? Okay, man, who you? Okay, me who yellow car be abesi. Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. All right. Into me train. Why? All right. Bye bye. All right. So I just got off the phone with the truck driver. I thought it was him that went past. There was a yellow truck that went past, and I saw it go past. You see, told us that telephone mast over there. I saw it go past that. So when I called him and I said, he had gone past us, he was like, "Oh no, that one is empty." So yeah, I see him now. I see him coming. I actually just see his tail. He's about to branch. A lot of people are building apartment complexes here because that's looks like another apartment complex coming up where the guys are. The one behind it that is already an apartment complex. There's one more over there in the background, in the foreground that you see. So there's a lot of apartments in this area. Where are you, truck? Trying to see if I can see it. I can't really see the street, the main drag over here. Because of the houses over here, I cannot see it all the way to the junction. Okay, yeah, he is calling me. Me who said me who mo to, but me who mo sisi yet. Me who say mo be saying. Into okay, what branch here? Keep coming forward. Into befa ba na se. O befa ba na se. Okay, into offer ba na se a obeko straight. Obe hu me say school down na blue. Wo fitia bom dia school. I'm painting it blue. Gate near black. Baby, I mean, me jina no me who school no pepepe. Me jina ye die no esro, and I can see the school right in front of me. Into mo aha, mate mo horn no, mate horn. Mo drewi, mate mo horn no. Okay, into mumbra. Yeah, they're almost here. I heard the horn on this truck. So I was saying earlier, there's a bar. He said they saw the bar, and I told them to go underneath the bar because of the stone quarrying up here. There were heavy-duty trucks that were messing up the roads. So the community decided to put up bars. There are two of them. There's one on this side of the road, and then there's another one past our house. And the idea is to prevent the big trucks that come over here from coming through. So they would have to make it through. I think that because the road is not great, they're being gingerly. Now I see them right there. They said it's yellow. That thing is orange. Yep, I see them. Yeah, let me call him. Yep. Yeah, that thing is orange. That's not yellow. Here comes our sand. All right, so I'm gonna go downstairs and meet them. Show them where to pour it. So we got a trip of sand. It's 2,800 Ghana cedis. 2,800 Ghana cedis. 2,800. That's what I'm at. About 2,800. 2,800 Ghana cedis for a trip of sand. Giant Char is making a presence. That's right. Sun looks like it has a lot of weed in it. It's about to tip it. Manuko anime. Manuko anime. Ana. Why does it look like the inside of the truck has been bowed in, so you're not really getting a full axle, or is it just because of the way the bed is? Anyway, yeah, it looks like when you look at the very top, it looks like it's bowed in. Maybe it's because of the way it cuts to sit at the back. Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Yeah, well, it's flat. It's flat. So why does it look like it's bored inside? You get less capacity that way. I think he's worried about the wire. He's worried about the cable so that he doesn't hit it when he goes forward. Yeah, he's gonna hit it. Ebekano, Akano. Go inside, go pay Duao inside. Hey, Duao inside though. So that's 2,800 Ghana cedis worth of sand. Building is expensive these days. I think when I was doing the foundation, sand was about 1,100, 1,100. I think for a trip of sand. When I started the foundation, 5 years later, almost 3,000. All right. I think it's gonna go turn. Marco flat and then. What's the book of flat tie? Oh, okay. So we wheat woman. Run. Tiling. Tiling. Okay. Into Muhammad and finding this one. Into Muhammad and finding this one. Africa for president. This dump issue is everywhere on us, and it's not surprising because this whole place is an aquifer, so there's water passing underneath all the time. So this is not surprising at all. Look at that, external walls getting damp. You can see it on this one as well, right? Even though they haven't done the work, you can see it, right? And what a lot of people do is they mask it with this. I don't think this solves the problem. You're covering it up so you don't see it, but the damage is still being done, right? Damage is still being done. That's a problem. This whole neighborhood has that problem. Let me show you this house as well. You can see it actually on both fences, right? Both fences have the same problem. Look at the side. You can see it on the bottom, right? You can see all the dark trail on that part. That's all damp rising, right? Same with this one, right? So this whole area, even though it's rocky, it's still an aquifer, so there's always water passing underneath, and water will always find a place to go. So if you come and build on its path, it'll try to figure out a way to go, and most of the time it ends up being like this, right? Rising dump. You can see it over here as well. You see it eating into. I have a similar problem on my place. You see, it's eating into the plaster. Right, it's a damn problem. The whole neighborhood has that because of the terrain. So I'm taking a walk to a block factory down the road. You can see the bar that I was talking about in the, when they came to tip the sand. That's the bar you can see. You can see the bar over there. So it's a little walk from the house. That's the house right there. You can see it. That's our house right there. You can see our roof, the brown roof. That's us right there. So I'm not far from the road. There's an artery road that connects to the main R40. That's where you see that truck going. You see that taxi cab. So it's not too far off a walk. The road could be better. So this is a nice sized road. If it was all finished, it would be better. But like I said in the video before, the clip before when the guys were coming to tip the sand, that's the bar I was talking about. They've made it this way to prevent. There's one on this side and there's one behind me. They made it this way so that the big rigs that will go up to go get to the quarry to get the stones do not mess up this road. The idea originally was to get them to help do the roads, but they wouldn't do it. So the neighborhood decided to put these bars up and to prevent them from going across. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yep, so this factory over here, they do damp-proof stuff. So I'm having someone from their team show up hopefully today. They said 8 o'clock, but here we go again, Ghana time. So hopefully they'll show up. They here is just a warehouse, but their factory is, I think, in that Shalibotre area. So they're gonna come from there and come and take a look at my solution. That's one of the things that I liked about, when I talked to them. One of the things that I liked was that they said they don't just give solutions without seeing. So they need to come and see the problem so they can tell you the right way to solve it. So I'm waiting for them to come so we can have that conversation, and then we'll figure out what to do. I'm almost to the junction, and I'm going to make a right turn and walk towards the block factory. Just taking a stroll in the community, documenting this so one day it'll get to the point where the place looks better than it is now. We can, look back at some of the old videos and say, I remember when it used to be like da 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 da. Right. So this is the main road. This road, when you turn left, it leads you all the way to the R40 that I've been documenting. We'll go towards the block factories over on that side. I can actually see them. It's behind these trees, right where the motorcycle is the block factory. So I'll go see if I can get. They said they needed 100 blocks. I'll go organize it, pay for it, tell them where to bring it. There's already cement, enough for them to use for what they need to use for. So I'll take care of this and then we go on about our day again. So here we are. That's a block factory right here. Alrighty, let me turn this off. Alright, actually, no, I'll keep it. Let me go talk to them. Asas, good morning, no. I say, make a block, 6-inch block. Okay, I say. Hey, 9 cities. And you're 8 cities near quote me. 5 inches near 8. Yeah, your friend said return our wall. See, I think it's right, I bet to be paying, but you hear more. Okay. Me here 100. You bring your woman in the economy. Yeah. Okay. I was sure here. Me back. I'm in fact. work site drama. So this guy's gonna come and give us some blocks, and I came to get it, and they're arguing with each other on who is supposed to remove the blocks, so he can go and use his motorcycle to go pick it. So they're fighting over there about space. He's saying they're giving him double work because he blocked the road. And it's like every time you come, it's over here and you pick it up. So now that you have it here, you are complaining. Drama. He has a point, though. He has a point. His job is to come and move the blocks to wherever he's delivering them to, right? Just move the blocks. But he gets here and they've blocked the path, right? It's almost like they were not assuming that anyone's going to buy. So it's almost like the pathway is blocked, and that's what he's complaining about. Well, finally they're going to go help him, it seems like. So they argued for a little bit, and I agree, he has a point. It's not his job to be doing what he's doing right now, right? That part is not his job. You guys are, molding the blocks. You should put it in a space where it's easier for the person who's coming to convey them to do them, but that they don't. Now he has to do this work and then do more work on loading, loading what he's gonna pick, the 100 blocks, and then have to unload it by himself. They're not going to come and help him. He has a point. Anyway, so we're getting 5-inch blocks. We're getting 100 pieces. We're going to use them to basically lay a little height towards the master side to create like a retainer wall. Not the master, the garage, towards the pool area. So that's what I'm here for. I want to be part of what is going on here. It's a good experience to be a part of. There's a way of building where you can be hands off. I don't think you get the best value doing that because you're not part of any of the experiences. One, even if I had the money to pay whatever anybody asked me to pay, I want to be part of the building process. That's me, right? I want to have experiences. I want to see part of the house and remember what it was at a certain time. When all you do is give money, you're not part of that experience, right? Just getting pictures and videos doesn't give you the experience of being part of, the material selection, decision making on the ground. And I get it. I know not everyone has the I don't want to call it luxury, but the capability to travel to the building site. Some of us are lucky that work allows me to be able to work from here. And that's testament to Ghana as a peaceful country. For example, if I was Nigerian, I couldn't bring my work computer and work from here, right? I'm working on the site in the morning, and I'm putting in an 8-hour shift at night, in the afternoon from 12 to 8. So it's almost like a workation. It's not a vacation, really. I'm coming to work and actually do 2 jobs in one day. Actually, make that 3 because I'm still working. I'm taking calls about Bill Connect Solutions, and it's all part of it. Every part of it has been enriching. I wouldn't have it any other way. Being able to be part of the building process from jump, being able to talk to customers, about how Bill Connect Solutions can help them. Learning from people who have gone past me, even learning from people who are coming behind me in the building process who have ideas that I didn't think about, that is always enriching. It's priceless to me. So for everyone who's come through Bill Connect Solutions up till now, thank you for the opportunity to serve you. But most importantly, thank you for making us better, making me better. Bill Connect Solutions is going to be better because, of you. We'll hit road bumps as we go, but we promise that we're going to get better before we get bigger. All right? We almost made a mistake. We won't do that again. All right? We'll learn from our mistake. We'll get better at what we do, focus on that, carve a niche for ourselves. And as I gain more experience and other stuff, because really, I'm not selling anything to anyone. I'm essentially repackaging what I've done for myself and sharing with people, right? So I'm sharing my experience, which is way easier than any sales job, right? Because I'm not a salesperson, I hate sales. But talking about what I went through, that's natural because I was part of the process. I learned, I did the research, I learned it. So it's easy for me to talk about. Anyway, he's about to start a motorcycle, so you can go over there and pick up the blocks, and then we'll head over to site. Bury dust. So bury dust and stand. This is the block. So help me make sense of this. You see this house right here? That's supposed to be on Passion Fruit Street, right? That says Passion Fruit Street. And then right across from it is Watercress Street. Where are the two streets? I don't get it. Why are the two streets? The same road. One half of it is passion fruit. Another part of it is watercress. And to make it worse, this street says watercress. And the houses over on that side are also watercress on the right side. Right? And then this street is also watercress. And then the main road is also watercress. I'm trying to make sense of how the streets were named. And yeah. You see? B1738 Watercress Street, right? Watercress Street. So how can this be Watercress Street? The main road that I just came off of is Watercress Street, and then my street is also Watercress Street. Makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know. I don't know who is naming the streets, but it doesn't make sense, And then to make it worse, you see the Pepto-Bismol house. If you've been watching, you know what I mean by Pepto-Bismol house. Is the house you see in front of me. It's like a lavender-looking house. It's not supposed to be there. It's in a road. That side is an artery road, right? It's a road that goes that way. This wall is supposed to end where this building is. Okay, so I'll go to the end of this wall, and I'll show you something. So you can see here is where the end is, right there. And then all of this, from where I'm pointing to now, is a street. So this building is in a street. But I did this to show you. Look at the address, Watercress Street. And then to make it worse, the people who were, the people who were, what was I saying? The people who were marking the addresses put an address on an illegal structure. How? Well, we did measure again, see, that's what I was saying. This is also Watercress Street. Like, how is that possible? How many Watercress streets can we have in one area? and they're not all in the same. It's not the same street, and they don't connect to each other. So the blocks made it to site. He's going to try and cross this threshold that my neighbor created, because there's water going to his side. So he's going to try and cross that threshold. I brought that wood plank so that he can try and use that to cross that threshold. But the idea is that he wants to create a continuation of the gutter. It's not the right thing until they fix it. It's making it. In video in Beshate. Anna. I didn't whip. Oh, sorry. He injured himself. Scraped. Hello, Francis. Hello? Hello, good morning. Francis? Hello? Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, okay. 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 I come back now more than my valley feel me a job. Oh, well, the message is well, and you have left here till 6 o'clock, eh? Okay. She recommend if you're in door, if you're there, if you're she recommend ball. She recommend you, if you. Door, kutu. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, bye. Obi any ho. I'm not me try on. Yeah. Hey, too high, man.